Yo, man, you motherfuckers out there better listen to me carefully. If y'all out there twiddling your goddamn thumbs and playing jerk-off games with XXX, the goddamn YouTube channel, or the goddamn Google channel, or the goddamn porn site, you fucking around. Y'all need to be down with the motherfucking Breaking Records.
Breaking fucking Records Radio. This is Breaking Records Radio.
Check them out.
Breaking Records Radio, and the place to be, you know what it is. It's your host Maloney, Obi-Wan on my side, and we got a special guest with us, Miss Divine Brown. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you, Maloney?
No, we're good, you know.
Good.
Just sitting here banging off interviews.
Nice.
But, so tell us a little bit about the new single you got right now, Love Alibi.
Okay, well, Love Alibi it's got, it's a little bit of like soulful house, it's got some EDM, it's dance, it's up-tempo, it's fiery, it's, and the song is about, you know, there is no alibi when it comes to love, so, you know, if you want to express it, if that's what you're feeling, then feel free to do that.
Yeah.
You know, no bars held.
And that's going to be dropping November 4th officially?
Yes, officially on iTunes November 4th.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And just, is that the only place you guys will have it for iTunes?
I mean, it'll be on most digital portals, but it'll be on iTunes for sure.
That's the big one you're plugging?
Yeah.
Okay. And that's coming up off your upcoming EP that you're dropping?
Yes.
And that's February 14th still?
Yeah.
Set to release?
Yeah.
Crazy Love Amplified EP?
That's
okay.
it. Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about that.
Crazy Love Amplified kind of came from, I had released actually an EP called Crazy Love last year. But there wasn't any promotion. Nobody knew about it.
Yeah.
You know, so, and I thought it was a shame because, and I pulled it because I thought it was a shame that there was no, like, why put product up if no one's going to hear about it?
Yeah.
If there's going to be no marketing push, I'm like, you know, and it was sort of an extraction of some of the songs that while I was on a label that were said, oh, people said, oh no, there's nothing, you know, there's nothing here. And I'm like, rules are made to be broken.
Yeah.
So I'm going to find the stuff that I really, that really spoke to me, that, you know, that I felt was amazing to begin with. And push the heck out of it. And, you know, I'm just really grateful that we have organizations like Ontario Music Fund and Factor and, you know, all these different systems that artists can go to help and Star Maker even to help with stuff like marketing when you know, when we don't, and labels go to that kind of thing, go to those granting systems as well.
Do they?
Yeah, for like Star Maker and Ontario Music Funding.
You were
for
on
sure.
Universal. Right?
Yeah. I was on both Universal in 2008. I was with Warner.
Oh, okay.
In 2005, I was with Universal, and then I went back to Universal in 2000 and. I guess 2012, but that ended up being a huge waste of time. 2010, 11, something like that. 2012. It was a waste of time.
So that's around when the internet started to take.
I think, you know what, there were a lot of things that were happening, a lot of shifts that were, and it wasn't even around the time that started, because when I was with with Warner, even with Warner, that transition was happening where the digital age was really starting to take over, and physical copies, like companies were suffering because they weren't selling as many physical copies to make back their money the way they used to, which made them rethink how they would essentially make the money back from their artists, how, like, a complete restructuring of how they approach deals.
Yeah.
You know, which is fine and then not fine in to a certain degree, depending on the kind of artist that you are. Like, people need to leave artist publishing alone if they're writers, as far as I'm concerned. Leave the publishing alone.
Yeah.
Merchandising, it's like, you know, like, unless within the whole scope of a 360 deal, okay, you want to take a bit of merchandising, you want to take a bit of publishing, you want to take a bit of this, that. You better be willing to put the kind of money behind the artist to make sure that to make sure that makes doing a 360 deal actually makes sense.
Yeah.
Otherwise, You know, otherwise I wouldn't want to do it. You got to let me know, okay, yeah, this machine is what we're willing, if we're going to put this machine behind you, this is what we're willing to do for you. This is what really show the artist, this is what we are able to do for you, because we really believe in you. Otherwise, the digital age, the great part about it is that it really gives a lot of power to independent artists.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Independent artists who, where you don't have to think about giving up a portion of your publishing to a label, or, you know, you just have the power to kind of do it the way that you want. You may not have, there are certain things that you may not have, but good music always finds a way to kind of just do its own thing and break barriers. And
people seem to find it.
Yeah, and I don't know. I've always been interested in breaking barriers and not going by the supposed rules that people put up, because the strange thing is labels change the rules all the time to suit themselves.
Yeah.
So why not break the rules? Why can't the artist do the same? I think that some of the more magnificent artists that have done amazing things, not just artistically, but from a business perspective as well, don't follow the rules.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I'm inspired by them, and I know that I inspire other artists to kind of not be afraid to go out on a limb and do their own thing, and build from there, because then it puts you in a better position that when somebody does approach you, you've developed and created something so spectacular that you're in a better bargaining position.
Yeah, you know there's worth behind it.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's a big thing too. I find a lot of artists don't know their own worth.
I think that a lot of artists, you're right, a lot of artists don't know their own worth. Some artists do, but are afraid.
Yeah.
And I was afraid for a long time. I'll be the first to admit.
Yeah.
I was afraid for a long time to just go out there and say, screw this. But every time I've done that, or every time I've been in a position where I put, when I'm on my own, I put money into my own self or something like that, or I do things outside of that infrastructure, really cool things happen.
Yeah.
And not being afraid of that, and just continuing the momentum, is something that can be difficult. But I'm like, I can't live in fear.
Yeah.
I gotta just do me and follow what my gut tells me. Whenever I follow my gut, like I said, amazing things happen. So I'm really in a great place, and I'm really looking forward to the journey that life is going to take me on right now.
Yeah.